Here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Friday night show, and welcome to Marina from Heart Center Tarot. And we have with us our guest tonight, Cat Mama Meow slash Claudia from Cat Mama's Dewdrop Inn. She has her own channel as well. So, welcome. Welcome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
And I see you're a Swiftie. You're a Swiftie as well. Are you, Cat Mama?
Oh
Very
yeah,
good.
this
Very
says
good.
Taylor
Yeah.
for Harris. I don't know if you could see all of it. And
Yep.
so I'm in a group that's Harris for, I mean, Swifties for Harris, and then
Yep.
that's the national group. Then there's a subgroup that's Swifties for Harris, California, and then we created a Swifties for Harris, California, Sacramento. And so,
Okay. So you
I
belong
have a
to
group
3 or
of
4 of them. There you go. Yeah, that's
Oh
awesome.
well, we're all part of the same thing,
All
but
part of the same
we
one.
got we are doing things. We're moving and shaking.
Good. That's awesome.
Perfect.
I did hear today that the 26th state has Teamsters have endorsed Kamala Harris today. So even though that Teamsters side decided not to, we have 26 states that are now doing it. And
Perfect.
so
Thank you.
yeah, thank you is right.
Yeah.
Let's
Thank
say hello
you.
to a few people. Oh, I know. Time does fly, Jamie. You are right. You've been here a
Yeah.
I
year.
just want to
Oh
say so
my.
nobody thinks I'm forgetting them. I can't see the room
Uh-huh.
because I'm
That's
blind.
okay. That's okay. Yeah,
So,
you're kind of
but
far away.
everybody, I love you. I'm not ignoring you.
We'll
Yeah,
let you know.
there you
We'll
go.
let you know what it is. Yeah. So hello
Wow.
to Roxy. It's great to see you, dear. And hello to
Yeah.
Katie Arbuckle and Jamie Johnson, Julie Moon, Barbara Nesper, Elena Garcia, Connie Epley, Laura Hammond Davis, Mimi Nee,
What?
Helena Harrison. Butterflies are free. Rossi. And yes, Jamie, 12 months you've been a member. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I can't believe that time does
Perfect.
fly. CJ's here. Synchrony, Maureen D'Amico, who else? Garnet, Vern O'Malley, Kathleen
Yeah.
Bourgeois, and
Yeah.
whoever else may come in. Hey,
Yes.
thank you for being here,
Thank you.
everybody. Yeah,
Yes.
yes. And
Lovely to
just
have you here.
a public service announcement that we will, Marina and I will be back tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock Eastern time to celebrate her birthday. So come on by. Yay, come on by.
Well, now
She's going to be 29 finally. Yes. So
Finally,
come on.
yes. It's been a long time coming. Yeah. I had
Anyway,
to go. I had to go today and get my license
license.
renewed.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And it was actually it was a pretty wonderful process.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't take all that long.
Good.
And so the lady was asking me to confirm my address and different things and so on. And they used to have on my license, I think there was a condition where if I'm driving, I should have my glasses. And
Uh-huh.
when we did the test in my doctor's office, she said, "I think you're okay." So she did the the eye test,
Oh, wow.
and she said, "No, I'm going to
Okay.
take that condition off. You're okay." I said, "Oh, good.
Nice.
As long as we're amending things." I said, "Can you also make another little change?"
Oh, you
And
did
she
what
said,
I
"Oh."
did, I bet. You
And
did.
and he said, "Well, what would you like me to change?" I said, in the hair color section, could you please put down L'Oreal 1/4 RR?" And she went, "What? Oh!" And then she started to laugh.
Oh, you're
She said,
funny.
"Oh, that's a good
Oh.
one."
I thought you were going to do what I did. I had gone down 6 pounds and I had to make sure she took. Please move
Yes.
this down to 129.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
no, it was a lot of fun. They did a new picture, and
Yeah.
she was so lovely that yeah, she said, "Okay, get ready. I'm going to take the picture and look here, and you could smile, whatever." And I did. She took the picture. It is fabulous. Fabulous.
Wow. Good for
It
you.
is
Yeah.
1,000 times better than my previous one. So
I have
Very
to tell
nice.
you, now I got carrots in my ears apparently, because what I first heard was I got a nude picture. And I thought, well, shit, that's new.
So when
We
she
have
gets
different
pulled
ways
over,
to
they
identify.
say, please take off your clothes. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, see, it is me.
And that's why it was so fabulous. That's
Yeah.
why it
Wow.
turned out so great. Because she
Yeah.
was in her birthday suit.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello to Liz. Hello to Enchanting Lunal Guidance. That's a new name.
Yes.
And yeah. Yes, Canada is very progressive, but if they start making you take your clothes off, then we got a problem. So
Yeah, there's a line in the sand that I draw. Yeah, I'll do a lot, but yeah, I won't do that. I won't do that.
So Rose Blue, Texas got a federal grant to hook your grid to the East U.S. grid. Be a few years. Wow.
Yeah.
How did that
Well,
happen?
Well,
I'm
now.
feeling like Abbott has his arm behind his back and they're marching him
Yeah.
forward with his wowee. Oh,
Yeah.
Jamie, I had the first one of the first licenses I had. I was pregnant with my daughter and I looked like totally ridiculous. And then the year came when I was going to have it renewed and I was pregnant with my son. So I lived with those bad pictures for a very long time. You all prayed enough. There you go. Yeah.
Nice, Katie.
Katie, you're kidding. And the guy asked me, changed my, I said no. And he went, well, that's fine. I haven't met a Leo to bring out a scale. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Absolutely.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
All right.
Before I forget, yesterday when we did the kitchen table issues show, I think Rose Blue had put in a comment, and Book Bewitched had said, hey, Marina, look at her comment, and I did, and I meant to address it, and then I didn't. So Rose Blue, if you remember what that comment is, let me know, and we can address it, because I think it was of a political nature. It was. Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe she was asking you what the winning lotto numbers were last night, and it's too late now. See, because they already drew
sorry.
it.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm first in that.
Anyway, look at how festive Claudia's house is. She's got all her ghouls and goblins and lights, and yes, it's awesome. Yes, absolutely. Oh my, and a lantern as well.
Yeah.
Pretty.
So,
spring time is my favorite time of year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's cool.
And my favorite holiday.
Favorite holiday. Hi, Karen Doyle. Maureen says Minnesota Republicans are accusing Walz of fraud for the Feed the Kids program. Isn't that was something happened during the pandemic? I think it's somebody took some or didn't do something, or they got to find something to bitch out about him because he's such a nice person, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Trump apparently came out earlier, I think it was earlier today, I could be wrong, saying that he is supported by one of the Wall Street CEOs, and he named the guy, and he's supporting me. And the guy's team came out 20 minutes later and said, we're not coming out and saying we're supporting anyone. So
good. He's such a
sorry about that.
Speaking about getting a slap in the old chops, so there's this concert that's supposed to be going on in Florida, I think, and some numbnuts had the great idea to have Kyle Rittenhouse as the guest speaker, and all of the bands dropped out, and all they have now is a cover band for their show.
Oh well. Good luck.
Well, the other thing is,
it's a good idea to have Kyle Rittenhouse as your guest speaker.
Artist is. Hi, Nance.
He's crazy.
Your keynote speaker. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yep.
Yes. He has to come up with his tools, his gun.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Claudia and I heard the same thing today about oh, what was it, Claudia? Oh, there was a lady that had a bright pink shirt on that said FUCK Trump, and she went into Starbucks in Pearland, Texas, and people stood up and clapped and said, "Hooray, I like your shirt. That's great." Well, not to be outdone by a more liberal venue, she walked into Walmart and everybody did the same thing.
Nice.
That was
See,
I mean,
really
that was risky going into
it was.
Walmart dressed
It
like
was.
that.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emerald Buddha. It's
Yeah.
actually tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I'll take all your wishes
Take
right
them
now.
all for today. There you
I'll
go.
take them all.
Hi, Charlie. Nice to see you too.
Yeah,
It's nice
absolutely.
to have everybody here.
Totally.
So we should do some readings, huh? Well, should we do some readings?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Did everybody hear that the longshoremen strike is over? They got a 62% pay increase, and the
Yes.
negotiator was this gentleman, Mr. Pete Buttigieg. Woohoo! There you go. Yeah.
Yay, wonderful.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's
Yep.
awesome. Hi, Nas. Uh-huh. Oh, butterflies are free. We don't do any regular readings on these shows, honey. We just do like politics and world news and stuff like that. And this
I
is
did bring a
satire show.
specialty just
Okay.
in case. I did,
Yes.
in case somebody needs to know this one question of what cocktail the universe is sending to them tonight. So I do have cards, and if somebody needs to know what cocktail the universe wants them to have tonight
Uh-huh.
or this weekend, I'm
Oh.
happy to.
Well, Marina will need to know because I'm sure tomorrow she'll like to imbibe for her birthday. So
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I have a song for you.
Yeah, we had
There
a
you
little change of plan here in that my son was going to take me out for brunch, and then I had a reading and so on. Well, he had the day off today because he's working this weekend, so we went out and did that today. So that was fun.
Mm.
So I will be left on my own tomorrow. I will be unsupervised.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Well, we won't hold it against you if you come into with a little bit of slurring. We won't hold
That's
it.
right.
We won't hold it against you.
Happy.
Hi, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
Yeah, no. So I'd love to know what Donald Trump thinks about the longshoreman strike lasting. What was it? 2 days? I think it was 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie Arbuckle has cocktail cards too. She said, I was wondering if I could use them as tarot.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Why not?
I mean, I don't know about. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to figure out. There's no. Oh, yeah, it's because they have numbers on them. So of course, because you can use a regular playing deck, right? I think
Yes.
you could also use them as oracle cards. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think there's a way to derive information from it that way. You know, it'd be fun experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
And Ness
So the
says
strike isn't over? I thought they negotiated and they had a
well,
contract.
it's been
Ness.
paused until January 15th. Okay. If that is the case, and I no reason to doubt Ness. If
Is
that
it a
is the
tentative
case,
agreement
it
then?
is after the election. And for
True.
those of you, just another public service announcement, for those of you out there that are stocking up on toilet paper, please remember that
don't need
toilet
to.
paper is manufactured in the USA. So it's not, the strike
Right.
isn't going to affect your ability to get toilet paper. Yeah. So
Just bananas and things like that. Bananas and chocolate and there was one other thing and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to worry, at least till after Christmas. So what I got he's just being exposed more and more and more and more. So here's the naked man. That would be Mr. Orange Man.
yeah, absolutely. I get X marks the spot that Trump thought that he had a deal in place. And now that that deal has been upset. So whoever negotiated this, look out, because he's going to be coming after you.
The question again was, how does Trump feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he was depending on this strike to screw them over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have Muddy. These are some of Lilac Lantern's cards.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Muddy.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
to me, Muddy is not good. It's not good thoughts. It's not the opposite, which is crystal clear. So he's not.
Well, you
Hasn't
know
got a
why
good.
he's muddy, Claudia? Because his pants are full of mud. Right?
Oh my dog!
Yes.
That should say poopy.
Yes,
I know.
it should. Yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
I'm
Hi,
Mary.
Mary Thornberry.
Yeah.
Chuck feels poopy about it.
I bet he
He
does.
smells poopy about it.
Uh-huh.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, book.
It's not working for him. Imagine he tried to negotiate something and it didn't work out. Yet another failure for the guy he negotiates the best deals ever.
But
That's
I
right.
don't understand something. Why was Trump involved?
Because the guy
Because
that's the head of the union is his buddy.
Oh, God.
And
Yeah.
yes, and if they could do a strike, and the strike went on, that meant that people would be dissatisfied because a lot of the things that maybe
Prices
they're
would go up.
relying on coming in by ship, by boat, by anything that has to be taken and handled by the longshoremen, and it would raise prices, and it would make Biden look bad.
Biden look and Harris, because
And Harris.
as Vance said, the Harris administration. I
Yes.
didn't know that she was the president already. Did you?
Oh, no, but I'm okay with it,
Okay.
because I mean she took over.
Yeah.
She took over from Biden, so yeah,
Mhm.
I noticed that he referred to the administration, Harris administration. And did you happen to see that that young man? They were I think it was after the debate, and it was a bunch of university students, and there was one who was talking about, listen, I took civics class in high school, and the reason, I mean, what he said was so politically beautiful that
Mhm.
yeah, it was like, she's the vice president, you can't blame it on her, she can't do anything. And
I know.
that, yeah, and I
Yeah.
thought he's absolutely right. The vice president serves at the pleasure of the president.
Well,
Your
that's a
job
terrible
is
way
to
to say
do
it.
what you're told. Your job is not to
Mhm.
make executive orders.
Well, see, and that was the thing with the Vance Walls debate. Vance, almost every opportunity he had to speak, he blamed stuff on the Harris administration and Vice
Right.
President. That's her fault. I'm like, you're talking about her like she has been the president for the last 3.5
Uh-huh.
years. And I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't recall hearing somebody call him out on that. Like, dude,
Nobody
all this
did.
stuff that
Nobody
you're
did.
faulting her for, she has no purview over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I just like that.
Yeah.
That oh my gosh, I was so
Well,
mad
it's
because
like
he
what-
got away with murder.
Yeah. Well, it's like what Trump is saying about the FEMA money. He says the
Well,
reason
and
there's
Vance
no
is saying
money
it
in
too.
FEMA. Yeah.
Yep.
The reason
And
there's
what
no
was
money
it?
in FEMA is because all the illegal aliens who came up over the border, they're being gifted things. And no, the reason that there's no FEMA funds is because no Republicans voted for the FEMA funds.
That's right.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Trump wouldn't know the truth if it stepped up, slapped him in the face, and introduced itself to him. He has
There you
no concept.
There you go.
No concept. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And
So yeah. So yeah, we kind of talked about the longshoreman strike, then Donald Trump about FEMA. I'm wondering about Brian Kemp. Brian Kemp has not been in Trump's corner for 4 years. I will tell you that Mary Thornberry sent me a very important video about Brian Kemp, and all of the voting hacks that he has done over his tenure he's from a very rich family in Georgia, and he has put in all kinds of things to throw voters off of the roll or the roll call thing. So it doesn't surprise me, but what I want to know is what you think perhaps the reason is that he and Trump are so chummy after all this. Any thoughts, ladies?
Well, Georgia is one of those states that can be manipulated. And Trump knows he's not going to win on popularity. He's certainly not going to win on what it is, the platform. They have no platform except, blame the Democrats for everything. So, he's hoping that Trump gets in so that he can do a little more things. I get Mother. This is, the two of them working together, one raising the other, one looking after the other. It's not going to work. It's not.
I think a lot might also have to do with Project 2025. They're both tied into that, I'm sure.
Yes.
I get the reason to live juice. That's what I get.
Yes.
First, I don't think that,
Claudia?
That either one of those men would have a relationship of any kind with each other unless there was something in it for them. So I don't think it's just out of enjoying each other's company. But on Project 25, I had thought about this before, but something really moved me today. I posted a Facebook post about it, but then I had something just said, you could do something about this. And so I asked my friend, Cecilia, who is also very big, very active. She's an activist like me and has been for a long time. Her and I and another friend, when we were trying to get Obama elected, the three of us went out in BFE, Nevada, where it was almost all red, and we went door knocking, and both of them are Latinas. So it was really a risky thing, but it was an adventure, and we did it because, we felt really it was important to try to get to everybody and at least have a conversation and give them pamphlets and flyers and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I said, what if we had a group of volunteers, and they could be anybody, it could be you guys, and if we broke down the document and had volunteers say, okay, you're going to do that subject matter or that page, it depends on how we want to break it up, this chapter or those paragraphs, whatever. And each volunteer would then research it, find out who's, because, we know the Heritage Foundation is behind it, but to see who else might have had a finger in that pie for that section, and, do a compare and contrast. And then we could go on YouTube like we're doing now, and every volunteer, from start to finish, who has a section or a page or a chapter, whatever, can read out loud or have a discussion and say, here's what's what, here's what you're not hearing or what you're not seeing, here's what we dissected out of this. And and I suggested, a title called Project 2025, The Evil Within. So it's something that
sounds like a good plan.
Hey, if anybody, any of you beautiful people out there want to take a piece of that document and dissect it, and then
I know Irish Granny's done a lot with it.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, Irish Granny's done a lot. She's brought up a lot of different things, but it would be great. You're right. It doesn't hurt to reiterate the importance of everybody knowing what's going on.
What's in there. And I think Deborah Lupian as well has put together from the two suckathons that we did. Um, she has put together all the little bits having to do with Project 2025 and put them into one video.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, I think she was, I think it should be released now. If not, it's going to be in the next day or two. So, yeah, take a look.
Oh, well,
for
then
that.
job done.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I guess Sean Briscoe did the same thing. Nancy Jean's
Yes.
son. He's the
Oh.
Democratic guy. So yeah, he's done it too.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know
you
who he
can
is.
put these up. You can
Yeah.
put these up on Facebook and link them in. Maybe people will look at them. That would be wonderful. But it is a great, yeah, it's a great idea. Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So did you have anything to say about Kemp and Trump as far as your cards or your
Me?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't even gotten there. It's okay. We can move along. I'm all right.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, Mary, you're absolutely right. It looks like he wants to roll his eyes. He's just putting up like the rest of them do. I think that's probably very true. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Sassy Cindy, I agree. I mean, after Jack Smith's release of the 180-page documents and the things he has said that came out of Pence's mouth and his family's mouth, like, so what? You know, I don't want anything. I don't care what happens to Mike Pence, basically. And we all knew that. We all knew that.
Right.
I mean, we didn't know it, but we knew it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's see what else we got.
Okay.
But the people who are going to vote for him are not going to believe it. They're going to say, no, he didn't say
I know.
that. Or
that's the hardest
they're
part.
Say,
we're preaching to the
right.
choir.
So what?
Yeah.
Pence did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was
honey.
Vance auditioning for president? He was saying my running mate, which I thought was very, very telling.
Yes.
And although Trump said he did a wonderful job and all that, I don't think Trump was happy. We talked about this on Tuesday night when Marina and I went live. We really didn't.
Yes,
we thought
exactly.
Trump was throwing ketchup bottles. Yeah.
Yeah. and I do believe that I did say that after the debate that's exactly what he was doing. He was auditioning, or Vance was auditioning for 2028 and just feeling out the water. He left just enough room between himself and Trump that he could kind of walk things back. Was he? Yeah. Okay. I get
an answer, but not the solution.
So, yeah, he was absolutely testing it out, trying it out. And if you think, someone had also asked about, will Vance's wife leave him? And when I pulled cards on that earlier in the week, it was, you know what? And I was a little surprised. She is just as bad as he is. She is the one that is pushing him forward. She's not going to say anything. And if it means her coming out and saying something even against her own ethnicity, she will. She's just as powerful as he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when I was on with Mark,
that, Nikki Haley thing going, you know,
she does. Yeah, she does. Yep, she actually worked with him on some of the comments that he made. But I was really surprised. Even Mark yesterday, when I was talking to him on the show, you know, JD Vance started out gay, then he became bi, and then he got married. He's and Mark said he's a closet case if I've ever seen one. And of course he was with that
woman
guy.
Has a beard and she does not even know it.
Okay. Well, she may be gay. Who knows? Right? I knew some people in Texas that were both gay and they married each other so no one would know. Of course, this was in the 90s. But, you know, and I have no problem with gay people. Please don't misunderstand my comments, anybody, because I love everybody. But I do think it's really weird that you can't be who you are. And of course, we know that from Lindsey Graham. So, Yeah. Anyway.
Absolutely. Yes.
So what did you think about Vance? Claudia, what did you think about Vance? Do you feel like he was auditioning to be the president?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And oh my goodness, shall we consult the Magic 8 Ball to see if Vance was auditioning? Magic 8 Ball, was Vance auditioning? Dun, dun, dun,
We
dun,
know
dun,
how
dun,
accurate
dun,
this
dun,
is. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's stuck. One moment, please. I have to get out my magic magnifier.
That speaks volumes. No, it
Yes,
speaks
it
volumes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it really is stuck.
Yeah. It's saying, yeah,
Wow.
you don't.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it flipped over.
Yeah.
And it says signs point to yes.
Yeah.
Signs point to
it
yes.
had to
and
think
I have
a little bit.
In agreement with the Magic 8 Ball. I do think he's auditioning.
Absolutely.
And he's nothing but a dumpster fire is what I get.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yes. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's go on to Sin's question. Well, it isn't a question, but you know that there's a GoFundMe out there that somebody's doing for the hurricane victims of Helene. And he's funneling a GoFundMe through his financial advisor. Will any of those people see that money, or is he going to keep it all? Trumpy.
Will any of those people see it?
Listen, anytime that Trump, if he's got a GoFundMe, if he's trying to sell you sneakers, watches, $2 bills, coins, whatever, it's going straight into his pocket. Please don't ever think that he is going to be sharing anything that people give him with anyone else. It's going in his office, in his pocket. Yeah. Okay, down in the river. Yeah, that's where it's going. It's going down the river right into his pocket. No.
Look what I got, Marina.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, the fucking. Yeah, and this is what started this week with Jack Smith is the fucking. Yes. And it's not going to get any better.
Yeah.
What about you, madam? What did you got?
Yeah.
Claudia?
Yeah. I've been switching decks of cards. I'm trying to feel the one that feels the most.
Yep.
The one that's talking the most per question. You know what I'm saying? Like suddenly this is.
Hey, Manchurian.
Okay, so I pulled, and the question was, would any of the victims of the hurricane receive any of the funds obtained through the GoFundMe? Right.
Yes.
And I've got here, again, I'm using the Lilac Lantern cards. And to me, so there's clouds, and then there's just a little bit of stuff falling down. You know, it's not a storm of money. It's a little gentle dropping of snow or rain. So a little bit, but not much.
Dribbles.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, dribbles.
Yeah.
Dribbles.
Little bits of it.
Wow.
But definitely not the full Monty.
No. And we knew that too.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for getting rid of the troll, everybody. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. I just have to put this up because it makes me laugh so much. Poor Governor Kemp couldn't get in touch with the White House, according to Orange Julius Caesar, except Joe had called him and talked to the governor. I love that. Thank you, Bern. That's beautiful. Yeah. The Orange Julius Caesar.
At 2 JD.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's right. And we know he changed his name. Yeah. Yep.
Or as my son likes to call him, Yeah, Baron von Schützenpants. Yeah,
That's right. Baron von
Baron von
Schützenpants.
Schützenpants. I love it.
Um, Rose, I know. Well, we've got Ted Cruz and John Cornyn are up for re-election,
Yes.
and most of us, I think that Colin Allred could take it if Ken Paxton doesn't get involved with throwing out a bunch of votes, which he's notorious to do. But John Cornyn, he's been in there a long time, isn't he's like in his late 70s or something, isn't he?
Something like
Rose?
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we want to see if we'll start with John Cornyn. Will he be reelected? Oh, I thought they did too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Look at
I guess
this.
the graveyard. Uh-oh. Believe
Believe nothing of
Believe
what you hear and only half of what you see. Yeah, I think his days are numbered. I have a strong suspicion that Cruz is going to be tossed out, and all of a sudden Cornyn is going to decide that he's had enough of political life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a
There
yes
you
at the
go.
pendulum that he was going to get reelected.
Yeah.
You got a yes, he'll be reelected? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay. So 50-50. Right?
Yep, 50-50.
I don't know. I think people like Cornyn more than they like Cruz. So
yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
So T Garden Chicken said she's heard 3% will go to the hurricane victims. Wow.
Yeah. And 90%, 97% too. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Cruz is going on a cruise.
Does
Yes.
GoFundMe allow that kind of grifting? Don't they have
Not
rules?
no, but he'll do it and it's not him, it's some person of his, like a financial person.
Yeah.
So what was it? There was a lady out of Colorado this week who was just jailed for 9 years for her part in fake electors. Yeah. So, she's just doing it for him, thinking she'll be protected by him. But we know that doesn't work.
You know what?
So.
I listened and watched the sentencing today. That judge, oh my gosh,
He wasn't very nice.
He was
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah.
The things that
Was
he
he?
said to that woman need to be said to everybody who has done what she has done or is thinking about doing it, because it was stunning. I was like, go judgy.
Yeah.
Woo.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
Really, when you think about it, most of those judges have thrown the book at all these people. So we have a corrupt Supreme Court, but really, the other judges seem to be, well, I guess it's because they have to follow the ethics, and the Supreme Court doesn't have any ethics.
And there are a lot of ethical judges, whether they're Democratic or whether they're Republican, because they believe in the rule of law. They believe in interpreting the law the way that it was written. So, yes, Miss Tina Peters, the lady, hey, I'm white, I'm never going to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When she said that, Karma said, "Oh, bitch, hold my beer."
Yeah, no kidding. And I want to harken back to a conversation that we had before the show started about conservatism, because I think it's a facade. It's either a facade or it's ignorance, depending on who you're talking to, that their party is financially responsible. I mean, we can prove that that's not correct. But I think that for a lot of people who are Republican, I think they're that for just what you described, this white privilege, right? Mm-hmm. And they white authority, white superiority. They like it like that, and to say that, and Trump has said some of this rhetoric, about they're poisoning, I just I think
Yep.
that's why I was saying earlier that it's kind of fundamentally dubious to me if a person is conservative because of what they actually do represent.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, and of course, it doesn't mean that they weren't this way before, but it's gotten so convoluted now that even the original Republican Party isn't they don't have any foothold at all. It's all these MAGA people.
Yeah.
And so even if there was a group of people
Hey,
that
John
wanted to
Turner.
bring it together and make it better. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep,
You're absolutely
absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
So yes,
Alrighty.
Liz, this is what I've heard through the grapevine, that if he wins, Vance is going to 25 Fifth Amendment him, impeach him and take his place and follow the Project 2025 plans. And so let's read on it, but I have heard this. And
Absolutely.
so, yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the question?
And and I've said that.
That
he absolutely will.
If Trump wins, Vance is going to do the 25th Amendment and impeach him and take his place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Door. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what he's
show him the
planning on
door.
doing. Yeah. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't need
Look what
to.
I
Don't
got.
need to go any further. What'd you get? Oh, yes.
And we know what
I
this
got a
is.
yes with the pendulum.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Pendulum says yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I got the womb. There's no womb for both of them in the White House.
No, there isn't. Exactly. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my.
Yeah. He has
Crazy.
Yeah, the Republicans have realized that they have chained themselves to Trump. They can't get rid of Trump. There's not a whole lot that they can do. He's on the ticket. He's the guy that, he's there. So if by some miracle, he was able to get in, listen, the voting starts November 5th. If it looks like he's going to win, November 6th, they're going to Article 25 him. Like, it's going to be done so fast, you're going to think it was done with mirrors. Yeah.
So maybe he won't even get it. What is the word?
I don't even think we should put any energy into that.
Inaugurated?
No, I agree. I agree.
No,
Yep.
No energy. We don't want to snowball energy.
We don't think he's going to do this.
We would better serve ourselves and everybody else if we focused on the winning of Walz and Harris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's no doubt she is going to get in. She is going to serve her 2 terms. She is going to do a phenomenal job. And that's why the Democrats are going to get in again for the third.
Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Linda Bishop said that this lady told the judge she needed a special mattress when she went to jail.
Probably get it because for some reason, people of upper echelons tend to get treated better in jail, in prison. Don't they have that club fed?
Sean Combs,
right,
Sean Combs isn't being treated very well.
He called himself the from January 6th, the one who called himself the shaman, and he cried and cried and cried that he wasn't getting organic food. And my understanding, maybe I read the wrong articles, but I read something that said they did give him the organic food that he cried and cried and cried and cried about.
It could be that somebody paid for it to be brought into him, but
is that okay too? I mean, if so, aren't there lots of people that are imprisoned that somebody would do that for?
Well, I'll tell you what happened in Washington just a couple of years ago. There was a guy imprisoned for possession of marijuana, which is now not a federal offense anymore, but at the time it was. He was in jail. He ate some cereal in the morning. He had an anaphylactic shock, and they just let him die. They didn't do a damn thing for him. He just died.
That is not the first time that's happened, and it's not going to be the last.
I'm sure. Yep.
And you know what? Right. This woman was not anybody that was high in the okay, it sounds awful, but you guys know what I mean. She's not that important.
Yeah.
She can complain, and she did apparently. Her after the sentencing, there was a couple things that that she had wanted that her lawyer asked for, and the judge said no. I've already ruled on that. No. And then he brought up something else. Well, could she have that? No, she can't.
Yeah.
So she doesn't like the food. Suck it up, Buttercup. This is prison.
Right.
This is not meant to be, you know, a free ride.
Should have thought of that a long time ago. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm getting a request, Claudia, for you to talk louder because you're far away from your mic and they can't hear you as much. Okay, there. Thank you. No problem.
Yeah. Yes, she is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Artist Liz is, she's
she is batshit crazy.
Saying about, something about what's his name? His mother cried to the authorities that he needed his special food.
Organic food, which I would like to.
Yeah,
and
me
you
too.
Know what else about that? If I had the choice, I would live completely green. Everything I ate and used would be organic. But that's cost prohibitive. And here this MFer breaks into into a federal building and does all this stuff that's against the law, and then he whines to his mama and then he gets organic food. So this dude who broke the law and he's in prison and he gets organic food.
Yeah.
Maybe I should break the law and go to prison and have somebody bring me, pay for my organic food.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure whether it was organic or what he was actually requesting was a vegetarian diet. And for some
whatever
reason,
it was,
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because I had read it was organic, that he only can eat organic food. But it doesn't matter. The point is that it was special treatment.
Well, I can only use one kind of toilet paper,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I need satiny, soft, pillowy.
That's right.
Pillowy pieces.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. And I like shit spray as well to make sure that I don't have to smell it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly.
I don't know anything about Danielle Smith, Marina, but you do. So tell us about Danielle Smith. Is she a conservative, a liberal? What's the deal?
Yeah, she is. She's conservative. The whole province of Alberta is very conservative. They haven't voted in a liberal leader I don't think they've ever voted in a liberal leader. Alberta has a reputation for being a protest province, in that they will always come up with protest governments that go kind of against the grain. And then as soon as they start to get a little traction, that's when they fall apart. So, Danielle Smith kind of, she talked her way into the premiership of Alberta. Is she going to lose? I think, Dawn, she probably will, because there's a lot of things that Alberta has sort of authorized over the last little while that is not sitting well with people. And a lot of it has to do with immigration. And I mean,
you too, huh? Okay.
Yes, we have the same thing up here. And, speaking as the child of immigrants, as an immigrant myself, I do believe that everyone has the right to have a better life, if they're moving somewhere else. You don't have that right at the expense of someone else. For the Alberta government to be allowing as many immigrants to come into the province, it's hurting the people that are already here. We don't have the infrastructure for them. We don't have housing for them. We don't have a lot of things. So you're bringing these people in, you're not setting them up for success. You're setting them up for failure. So then what did the government do with that? Is all of a sudden they started, so the immigrants are here and we need to do something. And they can't afford apartments or whatnot. Well, let's just buy them a house. And so naturally, the citizens here said, "Oh, F no." Like, you got to look
Okay.
after. Yeah. So no, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think she's going to get in, but don't
And that
expect a
was the question,
liberal or
right? Whether or
anybody
not she
else.
was going to win as the premier
Yeah,
of Alberta.
Right.
yeah,
Pendulum said
Right.
no.
yeah, yeah.
I
No.
got a fire going on. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's going to be more smoke than fire. So, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
We have to be fair and answer the Canadian questions just as much as we do the American ones. So thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you,
that's
Doc.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring up three things before we're done because we got about 10 minutes left and I want to make sure we do this. The
Yes.
first one is everybody, have you heard that in Melania's book, she said women have the rights over their own body. And I thought that was rich, so we have that. We also have Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that we Democrats can control the weather. Did you know this?
We are so
that's why there's a
powerful.
hurricane. Yeah, it went all through the red states. Yes, it just,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. She
the
found
only-
out what we have been trying to hide for years and years. Someone.
And that's why
Oh,
they don't
Liz.
like us, because they're jealous. They're jealous of
Yeah.
our superpowers.
Yes.
That's right. Well, that's those Jewish space lasers, they're the ones creating
Everything.
the weather changes. Yes. And artist Liz says Melania's be best abortions.
Yes.
Guess that was,
Yes.
oh my God. That's funny.
So,
Uh.
yeah, Melania and her talk, and she released a short little video. Yeah, of her talking about that, about women. And what's it going to do? Yeah, it's causing a war. Yeah,
probably in Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, yeah. Not that she cares. I think she's trying to get her book out.
Yeah.
And I think she's also trolling him for more money.
I'm sure she is. Sure.
What'd you get, Allie?
What do you think, Claudia? Yeah, I got the desert.
I think. Well, first of all, I don't think she likes that man.
No,
she doesn't.
But I think
she's just as bad as him.
She's sticking with it for monetary reasons. For her to do that when her husband, part of his platform is, I got rid of Roe v. Wade. No one was ever able to do it, but I did it. So for her to counter with women have control, a birthright, she said, over their control over their own bodies. I'm like, well, that's interesting because I listened to the video. I watched it and I thought, okay, what's up with this lady? And I'm not gonna lie, I feel that she was honest about it. I think she does feel that way. I think if she got pregnant and needed an abortion, she would get one.
Well, Ivana
the question, though, is why would she come out and make this public?
Yes.
Huh? Why would she come out and make this public if her husband was running on a ticket that was the opposite of that? And so what I think is that she did it to create publicity to sell her books.
Sure. Of course. Yeah. And she was asked by CNN to come on and talk about her book. And she told them for $250,000 that she would.
Yes.
So she's as much as a grifter as he is. And of course, they're not going to pay her. They won't pay her. They're not going to pay her.
No, I wouldn't. Listen, you're trying to promote your book. I'm trying to give you the platform to promote it. I'm not going to pay for it because ultimately you're the one that benefits by it. So pay for your own press, sweetheart.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Was there
so there's a little tidbit. Oh, it was whether or not did she do that for and I don't even remember how we said the question. Um,
Well, I wasn't sure it was really solidified.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing I want to bring up anyway, and that is everybody knows who George Soros is or has heard of George Soros because the Republicans always bring up his name as being somebody that is for the liberals.
Mm-hmm.
He bought 277 radio stations today.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine
Yep.
that. Controlling
Imagine
the
that.
narrative.
And they're saying that
Controlling
it really should blow the doors off everything. And so I'd love to read on
Yeah, if he
that.
decides not to use it
What
for evil.
effect will? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Is this going to work? My initial feeling is the no. This is not going to go. It's not going to be allowed to proceed because there is the perception and there is a feeling that yes, this is it would create an unnecessary monopoly. That's what I'm getting.
Another
And
monopoly. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it, like 8 people in the world own almost all
Everything.
television and
Yeah.
radio, and
Mhm.
so there already is a monopoly on
Yeah.
practically everything.
I get an eye for an eye. This is
He's gonna try.
Yeah.
And I got the
absolutely.
knight. He's trying to be the knight. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to come in
Okay.
and save things, slay the dragons. Oh, really?
Mhm.
Clinton's daughter's related to him, Sandy? Okay, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
I got redacted.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe we're not going to find out about
Yeah.
the legal.
Yep. It wasn't on the news. I can tell you that. My husband does these he belongs to all these blog pods and all this other stuff, and he's the one who told me about it. So
Yeah. Yes, Rose Blue. Yeah. Antitrust problems.
Antitrust problems.
Yes,
Yeah,
look at the little
maybe.
dude at the bottom of his card. He looks like a
Yeah.
spy, or
Yep.
he looks like it's secretive, right?
Yeah.
He's got his little spy jacket and hat and glasses.
Yep.
So
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I still find it interesting that he even attempted to do it. If he in fact did, or if depending on how far it's going to go,
Totally.
it's enough to piss off all the. The other thing was, do you think that the weather is going to affect voting in some of the states that were in the hurricane zone, so they won't be able to vote?
Well, it always does.
Yes.
I know.
There's
But we're
never
pretty
a
close.
time of voting where everything is sunshine.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's going to flip it. Yeah.
You know what?
What is the question?
Will the weather affect this weather that we just had affect?
Yeah, the hurricane.
I guess affect the election. I would say more on the in the southern states. I'm going to say because there was an awful lot of damage that occurred in some of the more progressive Democratic areas. Now, full disclosure, I did watch Ellie Dreams Down Under, and she did a reading on that, and she said, Florida, there's a very good possibility that Florida is going to flip blue. There, I think she said Georgia, there's going to be a lot of shenanigans going on in Georgia, and I think she said no, it was North Carolina, that there was going to be something going on, but that Georgia has had a few things in place, whatever. So I think that there's
For those people who have already started to vote in there, I think that they're going to be okay. Some of the governors already have things in place. But yes, I think that for those people who have lost everything and who are seeing, who can think rationally and see that who is coming in to save you, oh my God, look, it's a government. Yeah, maybe ask yourself, next time something like this happens, do you want to be able to call in on the government and have them help you out? Or do you want to live by Project 2025, where the response from the people you go to for help say, just sorry about your luck? Yeah.
Very true. Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
So my pendulum did indicate that it is going to be a problem for people, but I think that stands to reason. I mean, people have died, whole towns have washed away. Yes, it's going to have an impact. But the question then is, what, in what way? Is it going to be a huge impact? I don't know. If I just had my house washed away, I wouldn't be thinking about voting. That would be
no, I don't think a lot of people would.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I get carefree timelessness. And what I'm guessing is when you, like just exactly what you said, you're in a timeless situation. You have no clock working. You don't have electricity. You don't have, so it isn't like, what day is it? It's kind of like that.
Right.
It's not my problem at this point. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
No, it's totally get it. Totally get it.
Oh, wow.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Yeah, check out membership and all that good stuff. There's, benefit to membership, so check that out. Vote blue up and down the ticket, even if you have to hold your nose at some point. Vote blue. And make sure that Kamala and Tim get in, and that they have the Senate, and that they have the House, so that they can actually get things done.
Did you see this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes, I can. Cat mothers for Harris Walls. That's right.
Yes. Yeah. Motherless cat ladies like me.
Yes,
MFer. And it says we are not going back.
That's right.
We're not going back.
We are not going back.
And I want to say something about that. Just because some of us have not been blessed with children for whatever reason, we didn't want to, we couldn't afford it, maybe we couldn't do it biologically, whatever, the reason does not matter.
Yeah.
I am no less valuable as a human being and as a contributor to the society. Because what he said was childless cat ladies didn't have any investment in the future of our country. And that's so not true. I live a life that, nothing makes me happier than service. And I have been an activist and an involved person in so many things for so many years. And I may not have my own kids, but I contribute to the welfare of other people's kids. I contribute to this country in different ways. And I just find that concept. I mean, how does that stuff even come out of someone's mouth? Why do I have to be a breeder? Because that's how he's couching it,
Well,
no
he did the same. He did the same thing about women my age, who are only meant to take care of the children of their grandchildren, basically. I don't have any grandchildren. I'm not going to have any grandchildren, and I won't be taking care of them if I did, because I'm busy. So I get it. I totally get it. Yeah.
Well, you're just a grouchy old Grammy, aren't you?
I'm a grouchy old woman.
Yes.
Well, Claudia, thanks for joining us tonight. We were glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to step in and help out, and spending quality time with you two is.
Oh, well, you're a sweetheart. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks for inviting me.
Hey, everyone.
So we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye, everybody.
Absolutely. Bye.